While the DCS 2026 roadmap has a bunch of exciting new features planned for this year, the underlying truth is that some modules will stop working because of these updates. Hey guys, Emils here, and let's talk about how Vulkan API will affect the Razbam modules. So as you already know, ED is planning to add Vulkan API to DCS World. The Vulkan API is in late stage development and will let DCS use frame generation and later versions of FSR and DLSS. Vulkan will also expand the capability of DCS across different OSs and not just Windows. In 2026 they are planning to add ray tracing in cockpits, and that will gradually extend to all DCS. Vulkan will also allow the implementation of aggressive optimizations across DCS. They are also investing in manual VRAM management and granular resource streaming. This will allow DCS to stay in memory limits without relying on OS-enforced GPU evictions. This should lead to fewer lag spikes and stutters. While this will lead to greater graphics and possibly performance, this likely also means the death of the Harrier, M2K, F-15E and MiG-19. Don't take my word for it, Razbam themselves have stated it. This is due to the large difference between Vulkan API and the current graphical engine, and for the modules to work on Vulkan, they would require a lot of fixes to their code that currently no one will do. Now, you could just stop updating DCS before Vulkan gets added, which will let you play these modules, but would also mean that you would not get any new content from ED and no multiplayer. You could also have a separate install, but that would take up a ton of space, which right now is getting more and more expensive. Another option would be just let them go. You had your fun with them over the years, and maybe it's possible to let them go. Honestly, it could also mean leaving DCS World entirely, or at least taking a break. So one thing that I discussed with someone is the possibility to have multiple APIs that you could choose, which in turn would let you still fly these modules. You know, like in certain games, you can switch between Vulkan and OpenGL, for example, because one supports older hardware than the other. Now, it's probably not that simple and will still require coding to work, but we can always hope, until hope will no longer be enough. If ED is nice enough, maybe they'll leave an installer for an older version of DCS before Vulkan API so we can still fly these modules on their website. That would be very, very cool of them. Anyway, enjoy these modules while you can, fly them, do everything you have wanted to do in these aircraft, so when they do disappear, you have no regrets and you have done everything you have wanted to do in these aircraft. I will definitely keep flying the Harrier and learn everything that I've skipped over until now. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!